So thanks for the invite to talk about this. So this is going to be a very rapid tour of computer adaptive testing. So this isn't a research project, but I'm a member of CQuest, the National Technical Services for Quality of Life, and I'm presenting this on behalf of my colleagues, and this is an area in which we're trying to develop in terms of the cutting edge of quality of life measurement, so to introduce it to the groups and kind of try and generate some interest. So if you are interested, please do reach out to us. So, as we all know, patient reports is seen as the gold standard for measuring PROs and measuring quality of life. In a recent review by Giesinger et al. In 2020, so they reviewed the PROMs that were used in nearly 500 trials in cancer and found that fixed form instruments such as the EORTC and the FACET suites were by far the most widely used. So, EORTC instruments were used in more than 50% of studies, and the FACET in more than a third. So, as we all know, fixed form instruments are well established. They're widely used. They have the benefit of being psychometrically validated and can be compared widely across studies, etc. However, and they have the modular approach where we have the core questionnaire, and we like to add on the different modules. So, kind of add on tumour-specific modules, and there's also item libraries now available for both those suites, where specific items can be added. However, we do know that these instruments can result in high burden, lots of items being asked that can be maybe irrelevant to the patient groups. So there's quite a number of solutions to this. One solution which is becoming more widely used is the use of computer adaptive testing. Now these are patient-reported outcome measures that have been administered using can be administered using a tailored approach, where the items that are given to each person is tailored based on their previous response. Computer adaptive testing systems are developed, respondents completing a large set of items, and these are then calibrated using modern psychometric methods such as item response theory. And because of this, they have a high level of measurement precision, and they reduce respondent burden quite greatly. There's two main systems that are available. So there's the PROMIS system, which has 5 cancer-specific item banks amongst many others, so including emotional distress, anxiety and depression. There's also a set of 14 computer adaptive tests developed by the EORTC group based on the 14 domains that are included in the QRQC30. So we believe that measuring quality of life using CAT is promising. So some of the benefits are that they are available off the shelf to use. They use cutting-edge psychometric methods, and it reduces patient burden quite a bit. So between 4 to 7 items is often the number which from the larger item bank which is required to score everyone on the same underlying scale to allow for comparison. There's already links established between computer adaptive testing systems and other PROMs such as the patient-reported version of CTCAE, the PHQ, BDI, etc. This is the reference at the bottom was from a few years ago, but they found that of a quarter of the studies on clinicaltrials.gov that used the PROMIS measure were using the CAT system, and that's kind of grown since. There are, of course, a number of limitations to using CAT systems, which we're trying to work on and think of ways through. And if you're interested, please do reach out to the CQuest team for further information. But there's issues around kind of support to move beyond fixed form measures. Obviously we find it fixed form measuring PROs using fixed forms acceptable, but this is kind of a new step into a new method. So it's good to have kind of potential buy-in from obviously the investigators to do that. Knowledge about how to implement it both practically within a system and also in terms of how to program CAT. It must be said that there's programming available from the various systems that have developed CAT. The burden can be lessened using other methods such as short forms and targeted item and domain selection, and that's another area where burden's been reduced. It's also maybe slightly challenging to interpret the data and difficult to compare to data from other trials that haven't used CAT systems. So I think there's more linking to be done between fixed forms and CAT. But that's my whistle-stop tour of computer adaptive testing. If you're interested, please do reach out to the CQuest team and we can talk about it further. Thank you.